she has those big caterpillars. A little lunch hour mischief. You can do a lot with little articulated figures. And the attack of the mutant alien creatures from outer space, you kind of want to make your own B movie, drive-in special. But, and that was like 2017, and then 2018 we got even a little bit more mischievous. You should have seen the video, which I was not able to. These guys are rock caterpillar jockeys, you know. And if you're on Facebook, you can dig this up. If you punch in and search this site for the Hickory Horndevil caterpillar, you'll get this. Either on Mauthean, Ohio, or the Geauga Park District Wildlife page. So, yeah, this was great until the caterpillars pupated. Oh, that was, yeah. So these guys lost their mounts. And so they're just beside themselves. Until they realized if we could wait a while, like until the following year, next season, we can fly these suckers. All right. Beyond the Backyard is, I had no idea how popular this was or how many people listened to Jim Bloom's folk music shows that used to be on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night here at WKSU FM. And Jim and I started working together and over a period of 4 or 5 years, from like 1998 to into maybe into 2003. We did a whole series of these episodes, Beyond the Backyard. And we would loosely kind of outline these. We didn't script them as the caption on the newspaper articles or shows here. But and then we would go out and again, phenology, we would do these on various things that were going on in nature that we could actually be there witnessing when we did the taping. And then Jim would take the field recordings back into a studio where his interns would add in sound effects and background music. And we won some awards with that. The professional organization I belong to is the National Association for Interpretation, again, interpreting natural and cultural history. And in the media awards, we won, I think, out of those 4 or 5 years that we did this, we won awards 3 years, second, third, first place in the audio category for this. So, if you don't mind, I'll play a part of one. And for those who remember, you can just maybe bring it back here. So, all right.
A day in the life of a naturalist. Dan Best, for example. I'm Jim Bloom. During a hike recently, we encountered a profusion of wildflowers, and I learned a few things. Having your own field guide is one thing. Having your own naturalist, I thought, was one better.
Hey, Dan, what's this one? Well, that's black cohosh. You notice that long spike of white flowers on there?
Here's a goldenrod. Which one is it?
Well, there's many kinds of goldenrod.
Never mind. Hey, what's this pretty orange one?
Well, that's one of the hawkweeds.
Hey, here's a jewelweed. Why do they call it that?
Well, the dewdrops beat up on there and the sun catches it and
Hey,
sparkles
what's
like
this thing
a...
over here? What do you call it?
Okay, now, hold, wait.
It looks like it could...
Jim, slow down just a minute here. Wait a minute.
What?
Now, listen, I'm going to need the field guide on this one. You're going to give me a hand. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Jim, look at the flowers. Are the flowers regular or irregular? What? I mean, look at each part of the flower petal, if you will. Are they all the same, or is each one different?
Well, they're pretty much the same all the way around.
How many petals does it have?
Well, let's see, there's
5. How would you describe the color of the flower, Jim?
well, it's sort of a pinkish red.
Well, do you mean the pink of a fine blush wine, or the sky just above the setting sun as it sinks below the horizon?
Well, it's more like in a box of crayons. It's like the pink crayon in a box of crayons, like that.
Okay, Jim, let's take a look at the arrangement of the leaves on the plant here. Would you say that they're opposite each other on the stem, or as you go up and down from top to bottom, do you see them alternating from side to side?
I would say they're more alternate than opposite.
Is there several leaflets to a stem, or is it just one leaf per stem?
Several leaflets.
Okay, now let's take a look at the leaf itself. Is the leaf entire?
Well, aside from a few areas where an insect has taken a bite, I'd say yes, all the leaves are here.
No, what I mean by that is the edge of the leaf smooth, or is it serrated or sawtoothed?
Well, it appears to have a jagged edge, yes.
How about the feel, the texture of the leaves there? Would you describe it as rough or smooth or fuzzy?
Fuzzy. Fuzzy's the word.
How about the plant stem? Is that stem smooth or fuzzy?
The stem appears to be smooth.
Okay, now would you describe it as being round, like a plastic straw, or having several flat sides, like a hexagonal shape?
I think I feel that. It's round.
Back to the flower, Jim. Now get your schnoz in there and tell me about that flower's fragrance. Ooh! Oh, rather ill-smelling, huh?
Now, hold on, Dan. Enough questions. What is this thing?
Now wait, just one more here. Now step back and look at the insects coming to it. Are they bees or flies?
Well, you're right. They're flies, not bees.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, now wait a minute. We've analyzed it. We've played 20 questions. I'd like to know, what wildflower is this?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, I don't. I'm stumped.
Oh, wait a minute. You're a naturalist. You've been a naturalist. You've got a field guide, one of the finest. And you don't know what that flower is?
Sorry, I don't. I can't figure it out. But let me ask you something, Jim. Which flower do you think that you know the most about? The one or two I rattle off the names of, or the one here that you don't know the name of, but you've touched it, you've smelled it, you've looked at it real hard? Tell me, which one are you better acquainted with?
Well, I guess it is the one I spent more time with.
Exactly. Just like being introduced to it. All right. There we go. Okay. So, moving on into September. September is a dynamic month. You know, each evening in late summer, we have the insect orchestra to entertain us, the katydids and the various crickets. It's a great season for migration. The monarch butterfly migration, which for years we've captured and tagged with the help of families. Netted monarch butterflies, gave them a little tag there, their passport to Mexico, if you will. They help study their migration across the continent with these amazing natural phenomena. And in bird migration, one of the big spectacles we have is what we call the bird tornadoes. And this is the chimney swifts that congregate in these migratory flocks. They migrate by day. And come evening, they're queuing out the local chimney swifts. Is where do we go? Where's the motel in this town? You know? And they will gather by the hundreds, just kind of come in. Their numbers grow, and they circle these chimneys. Now, Berkshire High School is our best one. That's our champion one, where we've had 900 to 1,000 chimney swifts going here. Now, Munson School, off and on through the years, has been really good too. And one of the last programs I did was this past September, and I called up Munson Elementary, one of the teachers there, and I said, hey, the swifts are using the chimney there at the school. If you can get, put the word out for the kids and their families to come out, we'll see this. So, we got 70-some people there, and, you know, I had a mounted chimney swift and a nest, you know, and so we did that little introduction there. And you know how it is when you have parents with the kids, when you're doing a program with them, is I like to ask a lot of questions. So I'm not just standing there talking to the kids. You know, kids are smart. So I'm asking them, you know, like, how do the chimney swifts, if they make their nests out of twigs, how do they get the twigs if they can't even land in a tree? Because their feet are just for, you know, vertical surfaces, like the inside of a chimney.